What's up? What's up, my lifers and world changes? Welcome to Angie and Real Life Empowerment TV. I am your host. I am your hope dealer and your purpose pusher. All things are created with you in mind. Y'all already know that. Before we get too far into this live stream, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, y'all. We are 5 subscribers from hitting that 2K mark. Yes, 5, the number of favor and grace. So favor me tonight, God. We thank you for tonight's live stream. Those that are watching on Facebook, you had to give StreamYard's permission in order for me to see your comments. If not, I won't be able to see them. And if not, subscribe and come on over. Come on over and join the movement on Angie and Real Life Empowerment TV, where we are motivating the multitudes. Motivating the multitudes. Welcome again to Woman Empowerment Wednesday. I see y'all falling in here. We got the number one moderator, Acacia, in the building. Welcome. I am Jacinta. Coach Haruch, welcome, 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 guys. I'm so excited for tonight's live, y'all. We have a phenomenal co-host interviewee tonight. I'm so hyped, y'all. She is my first interview that I have done in months, so I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous because I'm nervous like it's the first one I ever did, but that's all right. That's all right. God's gonna grace us to get through this, y'all. Q Scott, Debt Demolisher. Y'all just look, the Smilez tribe is just rolling in. That's what's up. Smilez tribe in, y'all. So you guys may know her as Lisa Smilez. Una, look at my boo. Hey, Una. I love you, Una. What is up? That is my sister all the way from Virginia. I love you, Una Polka Loca in the house. Welcome, Una. She has a great channel as well, guys. So look, I'm so excited to help myself and mainly help Lisa Smilez. Of course, we're on this YouTube journey and I've been where she is. So look, we all can stand a little help. You know, even myself, you know, with connecting with the Debt Demolisher. Shout out to the Debt Demolisher because I got connected with her through the Debt Demolisher. But we'll talk about Debt Demolisher next week because I tell y'all how we met. But I'm so excited for tonight, guys. And that's all right, Una. You gotta get with my girls. They'll give you some encouragement. But without further ado, we are going to bring up our guest tonight so she can share whatever God has placed on her heart. She has been released by the Lord and the Angie in Real Life Empowerment TV to Flo and Lisa, because guess what? She don't know how to be any other person but who she is. So guys, at no further ado, let's bring up the one and only Lisa Smilez in the building. Yes, Tracy Ann has popped in. Welcome everybody. Lisa Smilez and the Smilez tribe. They are deep tonight. Way to support y'all. Hats off, hats off. You guys are really here. So I'm happy that you guys are here to support her, because it's nothing like knowing you have a community that'll back you up. Do you hear me? That is the best thing about YouTube. Finding a community, a network that'll back you up and to run with you when you need to be reined and to slow down with you when you need to slow down. So anyway, guys, I'm going to break off and let Lisa talk about a little bit who she is, what she's about. Just introduce yourself, Lisa, and tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do on YouTube, and just go for what you know, boo.
First, I feel so honored. Look, I'm going to give the church intro, giving honor to God, who is first in my life. No, I feel very special and honored to be here, Angie. If you're watching me for the first time on Angie's channel, I am a natural hair care specialist here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I'm also the originator, the creator of the famous Glow Butter that has healing properties for eczema, dry skin, or if you just want to get your glow on. So, what was your question? You asked about who I am. So on my YouTube channel, look, we kiki. I get a word. We talk about the Lord because I love Jesus. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Okay.
What's wrong with you? Hi, pumpkin.
And we also get your natural hair together. So on my channel, I just love to uplift women through hair care and just laugh and just really have a good time.
So what led you to, okay, so one thing I want to ask you, because look, we like some food, and I forget which one of your tribe members be bringing the drinks and the snacks.
Tracy Ann,
okay, she be bringing the snacks and stuff like that. So one thing that I like to do, and I'm a big fan of national days, right? And I'm a foodie, okay? Don't judge me. I like to eat. And one of my favorite foods is fried chicken. I love me some fried chicken.
Chicken wine.
Come, oh girl, crispy. Oh, come through. So today is National Fried Chicken Day. So what is your favorite chicken? Do you cook chicken? Do you have a recipe? Do you prefer KFC over Popeyes? Like, come on.
First of all, you disrespected the North Carolina when you say KFC.
Oh, you don't have KFC?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
It's
I forgot. Oh, it's Bojangles for me, too. I forgot, girl. Every time we come down there, we hit Bojangles.
You got to get that 3-piece wine dinner with them Cajun fries with a biscuit. And look, shouts out to the Center because she told me to start ordering a light biscuit. That thing be fluffy.
What you mean light biscuit? Like
light
bread?
Biscuit. Like it's so soft and just, it's just fresh. Yeah. And then you got to get that honey mustard and you got to sob that biscuit up. You get that, you sob that biscuit up.
With the butter and the syrup.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's heaven and the bread. Ooh. They eat that kind of bread with Jesus. That's a Jesus bread. We love Bojangles. I promise you. Look, me and my sister went to, I think we went to Florida. Anyway, we went on a women's retreat. Mm-hmm. And it was in North Carolina and Outer Banks, North Carolina. And baby, as soon as we hit that Virginia line, we sat an hour at Bojangles, girl. On a live stream at that, we was ordering it.
Yes.
Honey, we love Bojangles. That's our first stop every single solitary time we come down there. Yeah. But now Una said her Bojangles stink. No, but Una, that must not have been on your side because Una's from Virginia.
Oh, she don't have a Bojangles?
They do, but she said they're suck.
Oh. The Lord ain't in
it. Hey, Juju. So you gotta come to North Carolina. Right. Your favorite chicken is Bojangles, right? So let's see what they say about this fried chicken here.
And it gotta be a chicken wine. Okay, gotta be a chicken wine.
Man, I'll eat a leg and I'll eat a thigh if I have to. But if I ain't got to, we going wings for life, baby. All day.
They gotta be crispy too.
Look, it says Maya Angelou said the best comfort food will always be greens, cornbread, and fried chicken. That woman knew what she was talking about. So that was our icebreaker, to talk about, fried chicken, something that to get us going and loosen us up a little bit. So Lisa, why YouTube? Like, what made you come to this platform? Who's Lisa? What makes Lisa tick? I know you said that you were a natural hair care specialist. How did you even get into doing hair?
Oh, how would I get into doing hair? I started learning how to do hair just like as a little girl. I used to line my baby dolls up. I had all these baby dolls, and I used to play hair salon in my own house. So I used to line them up outside my room in the hallway. And I just kind of just taught myself how to do hair. Every time I went to the hair salon, like with my mom, I would just always just watch them. So I was always interested in hair. So I would go home and just play in my baby doll's hair and learn how to do it. So for some of y'all that don't know, I have a twin sister. So she was also my guinea pig, even though she didn't like it. She didn't appreciate it now because now we stay 2 hours away and she can't get no more free dudes.
Oh, okay? Wow.
But I used to practice on her. I used to do her hair and do her braids. I would do my mama's hair. I would do people in the neighborhood, like my cousins. So it's always kind of been a passion of mine. I've always enjoyed doing hair. And so what led me to YouTube was I got on YouTube like originally when YouTube first came out. This is actually my second page. My first page, don't go find it. Don't go find it, okay? Don't go find it.
Look.
But I did like a couple of hair tutorials, and I just kind of like just wasn't really into like putting up videos. So I was more so on Instagram. So I was going on hard on Instagram. But then I started to realize, you know what? I have more to say because Instagram is like 1 minute clips and I need to talk longer or I need to explain more in detail on YouTube. So it wasn't until here recently, maybe like the end of last year, that I really started getting consistent with uploading videos, because normally I would just probably upload a video like maybe once a month. But at the end of last year, I started being more consistent with uploading my YouTube videos, and I just really love this platform because it's lit. Okay,
it's litty. Like the young folks say about food, it's bussin'. That's what the young folk be saying. My husband, I'm like, look, you about to be 46, chill with the bussin', okay? But even what you doing your natural hair, was this your first, like, is this your first business, first career? Is this what you decided that you wanted to do as soon as you know, when you graduated from high school and you went to college, those kind of things? Was this what you desired to do? And the reason why I'm asking is because I'm a firm believer. The Bible says your gifts will make room for you. And I believe that God orders our steps. You know,
yes.
He allow us to take the path, whatever path we want to, He will allow us to take it. But eventually at some point, we end up back on a path where He has ordained for us to be. So What was first? What was Lisa before natural hair? What was Lisa before YouTube?
Wow, saints. This how Lisa was. So like I said, in high school, I did everybody hair. So I never forget, it was my senior year of high school. And you know how you meet with your guidance counselor and she talk about, oh, so what are your plans after it? So my plans was, look, I'm going to cosmetology school. I'm going to get my license, and I'm doing her. I'm doing her. Okay, I'm doing her. But I also was really, really good at math. Like, I took this accounting course, and I really, really did enjoy accounting. Even though I used to get in trouble, I used to get rolled up. She used to see me outside the class. Like, I was being a disturbance. Like, really,
I was that student.
Been a disturbance. But that's because I finished my work early, and I just got bored, and I just wanted to play. Mm-hmm. So my guidance counselor, God bless her now. God bless her. But she was like, like, doing hair is not really, basically she was saying like, doing hair, you really can't make no money. It's really not a career. You should go to get your degree first and then just use hair as a backup. So I was kind of like, she probably right. So let me do that. So I went to Fayetteville State University. Shouts out to them Broncos. Okay. I went to an HBCU, and I ain't even
okay.
I do not regret it because I had a good time. I learned a lot, all of that. But even when I was in school, in my dorm, I used to do people's hair in my dorm. Like on the summer, oh yeah, I do hair, you know, I used to do it here and there. So graduated in 2010 with an accounting degree. And so I think it was 2010. During that time, the economy was everywhere. Couldn't find a job in my field. So I was like, maybe I should go ahead and just go to cosmetology school and finally get my license, because I can't find no job. Ain't nothing popping off. So I got a job at Krispy Kreme. Okay. Ooh. Krispy Kreme, eating them donuts.
When that light is on, it's of the devil. Please mash the gas when you see that light. I mean to go by the place quick. The light, baby. That light is like,
I used to be taking them off the belt and just eating them.
And it's so neat to watch because we do have a Krispy Kremes in Delaware, but it's upstate. And I live in like lower Delaware, which is the southern part. So we're really close to Maryland. Okay. So we have one in Salisbury, which is a hop, skip, and a jump for me. So when they actually opened the one in Salisbury, we actually went in there. And to see the whole process, I don't see how you can't eat them all. I don't see how you can't.
eating them every day. Okay,
Oof.
eating them every day. But I got a job at Krispy Kreme, and then I enrolled into cosmetology school. So I did cosmetology school. But during this time, I would go to school during the day. I would work at night. When I would get off Krispy Kreme, like 11, 12, I would be applying for jobs in my field. So I did this for like almost like 8, 9 months. Got done with cosmetology school. And then that's when the Lord moved and I got offered a full-time position at Wells Fargo. Still wasn't in my field, but the money looked good. I did loan processing. So when people purchased houses or did refinances, I did the loan processing. So started work, then I quit Krispy Kreme, okay? And
I bet you lost some weight too.
Girl. I started working at Wells Fargo, did that for about 3 years. And mind you, while I'm at Wells Fargo, I'm coming in with fresh hairstyles every week. So my coworkers is like, who do your hair? Like, your hair always look good. So I'm like, oh, I do, I got my license or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I do a little hair. And I was like, oh, can you do mine on the weekend? So even when I was working at Wells Fargo on the weekend, I would do some of my coworkers' hair. Even after work, I would do their hair. And so worked there 3 years, got laid off. I was like, all right. So I got laid off. I started working at Macy's. And at this time, I was still doing hair on the side. My coworkers' hair on the side. So then Wells Fargo called me back. I said, okay, all right, I'm about to pull up. I did Macy's wrong. I quit.
We all done did some folk wrong.
I did them wrong. I quit on Black Friday weekend.
Ooh, not Black Friday. Oh, Lisa.
I was raggedy. The Lord hadn't delivered me yet. The Lord hadn't
not Black Friday. Not Black Friday. Look, I went on my lunch break one day. And I ain't been back from that day to this one, honey. I went on a lunch break, okay? And a pharmacy.
At the time, Wells Fargo was offering unlimited overtime because the mortgage rates was low. Not saying that's an excuse. So that money was looking good. So I'm like, you know what? I really don't need Macy's part-time because I can just work overtime at Wells Fargo. Then Wells Fargo got beside themselves and they laid me off again. No. They didn't lay me off again. It was rumors they was about to do another big layoff. So I said, okay, I got to make some moves because I'm kind of like the new kid on the block. They're gonna get me up out of here. So I said, let me find a smaller bank to go to. So I went to a smaller bank. Went there. I'm like, okay, I should be, secure. During this time, I'm still doing hair on the side, doing my coworkers, doing with people. I'm advertising off Craigslist. You hear me?
Right.
And I'm doing it at my apartment at this time. So then all of a sudden I get laid off at the smaller bank. I said, what?
When God get ready, you got to move.
So during this time, then I started really going hard advertising. I think I had started my little Facebook page. I'm advertising on Craigslist, to get clients. And shouts out to my mama, although my mama listening. But mama wasn't feeling it at first because she was like, you need to get you a real job.
That's how they do, girl. Them moms don't get up.
Degree and blah, blah, blah. You wasting your money, I love my mama, but mama's gonna be mamas. Mama's gonna be out here modeling, okay? Which I ain't mad at her. So, I was noticing that I was getting busier and busier doing people out my house, and I'm over here. I would do people hair during the day, apply for jobs at night. Like, Lord, I just need a job. And I don't know when it hit me one night, but the Lord was like, I done gave you a job.
You better get Tammy. Come on, Tammy. Come on, you better get Tammy.
Come on now. So when I realized that, I was like, you know what, God, you right. Because I was starting to realize that I was so busy doing clients out of my house that I didn't even have time to apply for a job. Like, I was exhausted by the end of the night. And look, the Lord made a way. I ain't never my lights wasn't never turned off. I had just bought a new car right before I got laid off. I had bought a 2011 Toyota Camry, okay, fresh off the lot. I had a car payment. I had rent. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you now. I had them bills paid, but I was definitely eating oodles and noodles.
Hey, you ate.
I was eating oodles and noodles, but the Lord made a way. And he supplied all my needs. Even during the time I was laid off, he still supplied. So after that, after doing hair out my house, maybe about 3 years, and that's when I decided to get a salon suite. And so that's where I'm at now. So yeah.
Right. Look at
that was a long story, but we're gonna put it right
it's
there.
good. It's good though, because I like the way you told the story, because it was a sequence of how things led back to where you were supposed to be. You know, and even with me, I can remember when I hear you telling the story, I think about how God has taken care of me and my husband. You know, for the past 2.5, almost 3 years, I haven't worked outside of my home. And we're normally a 2-income family. And honey, we ain't miss no meal. Our lights ain't never get turned off. None of that. God, and then the Lord just opened the door for my husband to get raise after raise during the pandemic. Okay. So God will take care of us. And if we get where we supposed to be,
yes,
it's just the journey of getting there. The journey of getting there. And I hear you talk about the Lord and Jesus and how he made a way and you grabbed Tammy. So when did God become a big factor in your life? Are you a Christian? When did you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Because you know, everybody is an ex, because we've all done something. And I believe that's character building. Now, God ain't going to come up to us when we're wrong and slap stuff out of our hand and say, ta, because he let us do what we do, because he's that kind of God. You know, so what happened in your life, or at what point in your life when you was like, God, I can't move without you? Because I hear you talking about God in the process. So when you fully gave your life to Christ, what made you say, I surrender all, God, and I'm giving my life to you? I'm tired of it. I mean, what's next, God? Whatever you want from me.
Right. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's been a long journey to get to where I'm at right now. And see, I grew up in church. Okay, my daddy was deacon,
but we're the worst ones, honey.
Girl,
I grew up in church too. As soon as I hit 18, I ran as far as the size 12 could take me. I wasn't studying no church, okay? But go ahead.
Yes, daddy deacon, mama secretary. I mean, we fresh off the womb in church. You hear me?
Too.
I mean, apostolic skirts, no earring, no lipstick, you know, all of that. And so, to be honest with you, growing up going to church, it was to make my parents happy. I wasn't really trying to seek a relationship with Christ for myself. It was just like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. And so even in college, I went to church here and there, but I still didn't really have a real relationship with him. I was on a gospel choir maybe like a year or two. And then I felt like in college is when that first year I was kind of purr. And after that, that's when things went downhill. So life started happening. I always tell y'all on my channel, life be out here lifing. You know, insecure, because I'm a twin, so I'm struggling with identity. I grew up with eczema, people picking on me a lot. Didn't really have a lot of boyfriends growing up. And now that I think about it now, like, girl, that stuff didn't matter. That stuff did not matter. Like,
but me too. Now. I was black, honey. They picked on me because I was so dark skinned and we didn't have name brand. We was clean and we had good, decent clothes and stuff, but we didn't have Nike. We had Gitano. Remember Gitano?
No.
We had shoes called Gitanos. And they used to pick on us too, but go ahead, Lisa. I feel you though. All this stuff is like bringing up all these memories. Like,
I'm not triggering you, Emma.
You're triggering me.
But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so when I went out to college, you know, I was like, you know, this is my town. Don't nobody really know me down here like that. So I really can wild out. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep it real. So I started getting around some people who I knew I wasn't supposed to be around, getting in these bad relationships and all this other kind of stuff. Like things just going downhill. Even after I graduated, I had met this guy in college. Even after I graduated, still was shacking up with him. Y'all know how they say shacking up.
Mm-hmm.
Being with the drug dealer.
I had them too, girl.
You know,
thank God for Jesus.
But I was one of those ones where I was kind of like, I was like one of them fake Christians. Like, oh yeah, I love the Lord, and but I was still living a raggedy lifestyle. To be honest with you, behind closed doors, it was still a raggedy hot lifestyle. Even after I got done with that relationship, dealing with other guys, even dating people in the church, still sinning.
Child, don't even. Ooh.
I mean, still raunchy.
Ooh, Jesus.
Still raunchy. So, to be honest with you, 2020 was really when the light bulb came on for me because, we all stuck at home. I'm single. I'm by myself. So, I really got time to think and really get serious. And I really started to analyze the people who I was around and what they was feeding me. And I was just like, you know what? There's other things that's more important. Like, my life is on the line. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, if I'm going to get to 19 or what's going to happen. So it wasn't until like after being through all of what I've been through that I said, you know what? I need to get a relationship for Christ for me. I can't carry on my relationship that my parents had or that my grandmother had. And I can't compare and say, oh, my relationship with God should look like how their relationship with God should look. No, I need to learn God for myself. I need to get a relationship with God for myself because as long as I was comparing myself and saying, oh, maybe this is what this looked like, I never could hear from God because I'm just watching what other people doing. I had to get in here and get on my knees myself and pray. And to God to help me. I had to open my own Bible and get the word and not just always having somebody read it to me or just when I go to church. I had to get it for myself. And so I never forget one day I was at home and I was listening to CD Jakes and I can't remember the sermon. It was a powerful sermon and I was just right here in the house and I said, Lord, you know what? I surrender because this is just too raggedy. You know what I'm saying? I know you have better for me. I know you have better for me. So, and I felt like after all of what I've been through and just hearing the women's stories sitting in my chair, like how they've been through all these things and how I can relate to them so much because I've been through those things. So I said, you know what, God, I just surrender. And, I'm giving my life to you. I want to live for the Lord. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who don't like it. And that's really what pushed me more into my purpose is I don't ever want a woman to feel like how I feel during my teenage years, during my early 20s, and now even in my 30s. I want to uplift other women and make them feel good about themselves. And also I want people to see God in me so much. I'm like, sister right there got so much sauce. She got so much joy. What is it about her?
Yes. And look, and with that being said, I remember when I listened to you, like when I gave my life to Christ, right? I had a lot of work to do. Even when I gave my life to Christ, I had a lot of work to do. Just the way I talk to people and, not feeling like everybody was against me, if they said something to you the wrong way. And I remember just having that moment with God and said, you know what? I want to know if people really see God in and on me.
Yes.
So I went on a mission. I said, you know what? I'm not going to tell nobody else I'm saved. I ain't going to mention it. I'm not going to say I'm saved. None of that. I want people to see God on me, Lord.
Yes.
I got tired of saying, I'm sorry. Going back and apologizing for this mouth over and over and over. And, I just thank God because when in between jobs, I quit the job at Walgreens when I went on that long lunch break. I ended up working at Purdue Farms in the chicken plant. And honey, that was a humbling experience for me. But just the fact like ladies were calling me Miss.
Wow.
And they were older than me. And I'm like, I didn't correct. I said, why are these people calling me Miss? They older than me. And then one guy was, I'm not going to say I knew he was gay, but I seen like the tendencies a little bit. But some men are a little bit more feminine, but they're still heterosexual or whatever. So one day he said, he leaned over to me. We were working on the line together. And he was like, I can feel and see the presence of God on you. And the lady was like, and he said, I'm gay. Do you know I'm gay? I said, no, I know now because you just told me.
Right.
And he began to share how he got to that point. And I said,
Wow.
yes.
See?
Because they were able to see the God on me. So I get that. And I asked, I said, why do you call me Miss? She's like, you in church, ain't you? I was like, yeah. She said, I can tell. So she started calling me Miss, and the whole department was calling me Miss, and half them folk was way older than me. But I just want you know that as you telling your, sharing your story, these things are coming back to, to mind. So just knowing that we want God to see. We want people, the Bible says that we are living epistles read of men.
Mm-hmm.
So people are watching us even when we're not watching ourselves. And I never want to be anybody's stumbling block.
Right.
And speaking of being a stumbling block, I often hear you say on your channel about not wanting to be a stumbling block. So what is that for you? What is that for Lisa?
One more thing before I answer
go
that
ahead.
question.
You go ahead.
You were saying about you want people to feel the presence. And see, what a lot of my clients and people don't realize that when they come in my business, see, I pray over my chair. I pray over my salon. And so I'll get new clients. I'll get people that was like, Lisa, every time I come here, it's like, I just have a sense of peace. I feel like I can be myself. And I'm like, you're all right. You don't even know that I done prayed over this, sister. This is Jesus sauce.
Yes.
Jesus sauce. That's the aura. Yes, I set the atmosphere. I have the smells and the plants. But honey, this is Jesus that you feel. That's why you feel a sense of peace.
Mm-hmm. And you said, when you say you have the plants and you set the atmosphere for the presence of God to come in. You come, Tammy, go ahead and bring her. You set the atmosphere.
Yes.
And people, we need to do that at home. Come on, go ahead, Lisa.
But yeah, you had to set the atmosphere even at home. But I think your question was, what was your question again?
About what does it mean? When I often hear you say, on your channel that you don't want to be a stumbling block for anybody else. You don't want to be a hindrance, for other people. So what is that for Lisa?
Right. Me being a hindrance. Sometimes I be saying it because I just be joking, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but look, I check myself, Lisa, all the time. I check myself. Like, if I check my clothes to see if they're too tight.
Yeah.
I when I wear something, I get in the mirror, I jump up and down, see if I get in the spirit, right? To make sure that I'm good. That nothing ain't gonna fall out, like, because you just don't know where people are in church.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying. That's pretty much on the lines what I be meaning, because sometimes I love to cut up and I still love to dance. Like, the Lord is still working with me. The Lord is still working with me. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to be a hindrance, but also at the same time on my channel.
Oh, Tracy Ann said Holy Ghost practice. Yes, Lord. Oh my goodness. Honey, look, I done seen wigs come off in baptisms, baby. Mom be pinned down.
She do that with her wigs. But on my channel, I try to. The hair has to be shout proof.
Facts.
That's how you be.
Right. Oh, Jesus, honey, look. You better come correct if you wearing them wigs and stuff. Hey, look, it happens. I done seen teeth fly out and everything.
That is funny. What was I about to say? Oh, on my channel too, I try to be as transparent as possible about everything I've been through. Because yes, people hear me talk about the Lord, and yes, I love the Lord, but I don't never want nobody to feel like, she's always been living right, or she got herself together. Like, no, sis, like, I done been there where you done been. And see, that was one of the things that I know with me growing up, it felt like, so none of y'all ain't never did this. Like, I feel like I couldn't relate to somebody. Like, I had an abortion, I dealt with the drug dealer. There's a whole lot of stuff that I just kind of felt alone. And so I wanted on my channel, when people come, they can see, wow, she's been through X, Y, and Z, but look how the Lord is moving in her life. Like, what is it about her where she still can have joy? Her business is thriving. She's happy. Like, what is it? So that's why I tell these raw and real stories and just keep it all the way 1000, because we need more of that. And I feel growing up, it was just different. It wasn't like that. And you just kind of felt like the black sheep, like if something happened or you're trying to hide behind it, and really getting behind the root of the problem. Because I know with me growing up, it was just like, don't have sex until marriage. Okay.
That's it.
But why?
Exactly. It was never.
I tried to take that thing out. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody never explained the covenant. No one never explained, I think our family was worried about us bringing a baby home.
Yeah.
That was the main concern. It didn't say nothing about, nobody told me I was going to get a soul tie.
Right.
Nobody told me I was going to be strung out and this food can do whatever they want. And I'm still like, yeah, whatever you want, whatever you like.
Yes.
That's some soul ties, honey.
Yes.
They didn't teach that.
That right there, that soul ties thing is so important. Somebody had called it spiritual transmitted disease.
Come on.
And
that's
what
it is.
You know what? That's a word, because I was with this guy almost 10 years and could not break free from this guy. Like, after everything he put me through, I'm like, but I had a soul tie. And so that was some of the things that, wasn't related to me. And so I wanted to, on my channel, to tell women, this is why you don't need to be doing this. This is the reason why. Okay, because they'll have you doing things that's way out your character. Like, I knew better than that. I grew up in church. I knew better. Like, my parents raised me better. Okay? My parents raised me right. I let a little third leg.
That third, baby, it would take you walking. Sis. It'll take you for a walk, a ride, honey. Look, let me tell you, that thing is something. And I understand now why it's so important, to wait until you're married.
Yeah.
I didn't wait. I did not wait. Yes, I met my husband at 17, but come on.
Right.
I lost my virginity at the age of 14. 1, 2, 3, 14, when I should have been playing with doll babies still.
Exactly.
In somebody's bed, laid up, because all the kids in school was talking about how good it felt. Child, please, I don't know what they had or what they did, but it wasn't that for me. So that brought on so much more that I was immature. We're not ready to handle those things. That's why our parents didn't know how to tell us to wait. They just occasionally said they lied. Honey, look, it was nothing like they say. Them girls was on their 5th, 6th try. Because that first, second, or third didn't feel good to me. So, just being transparent, you encounter so many things at a young age that you're not even ready for as a woman. You're not mature enough to handle those emotions that come with having sex.
The Lord doing his work.
Yeah, he is. He is doing that. He said, that's right, Lisa. You tell him, daughter, I'm proud of you.
Okay, I'm checking my phone to see what time the warning is to.
She's having bad weather where she is, guys. So if she drops off or something like that, then you guys will know that it was the weather on her end. Tracy Ann says old school parenting was teaching by not talking about it. The things they did not talk about were the very things we searched for when we were able to. Absolutely, yes. Tracy Ann. Yes. Queen Heart says, exactly. Intimacy is a big girl's game. These kids aren't built for it. Queen Heart. No, and no. So Lisa, as a single woman, how is it for you being a Christian, and being single? I mean, how is it for you? Because I know a lot of females that are Christian and they're single. but life for them is hard, and sometimes, a lot of times, they give in.
Yeah. Now I ain't even gonna lie to you, because it was one time where I said, I'm living for the Lord, keeping my legs closed and all that. And look, it's good to say I'm abstinent. I'm celibate.
Is that how I say
And
I'm at?
look, until somebody start looking at you.
Ooh.
When somebody start looking at you, oh, it's hard then. It's hard then. But no, what I'll say about being single, being a Christian, you gotta stay at the feet of Jesus. You heard me. You got, and I'm just keeping it real, especially if you done taste it.
Oh
If you
yes.
done taste it and you see how good it is, you gotta stay at the feet of Jesus. You gotta go through a season where you purify yourself. You know what I'm saying? And even Acacia told me something one time about praying and asking God to delete the memories, delete the pictures. Because let me tell you something. Single ladies, you better get the nasty pictures out your phone. You better get the nasty videos out your phone, what you used to do before. Because they will have you strung up again. So with me, with being Christian and single, is really staying in my word, praying. But not only that, keeping myself busy. Busy. And I know sometimes some people are like, oh, Lisa just be doing the most. Honey, I'm trying to keep myself pure. I'm trying to keep myself from doing something I know I ain't supposed to be doing. Because I know what that third leg feels like.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. It's not a bad thing. God created it. We are supposed to.
Right.
And your body is meant to do it.
Yes.
Your body is designed for it. That's why you have a penis. That's why you have a vagina. Because that's what it's meant for. It's not meant for any other reason. It's supposed to go in. I mean, and the body wants what it wants. It's just like when you drink. I love me a Coca-Cola, girl. I love me an ice cold Coca-Cola. And your body is so used to having that ice cold Coca-Cola.
Right.
And you get the craving that ice cold cola. And it's the same thing with that.
Yeah.
Your body craves it because it's used to it and it knows it.
Right. And so, what I'll say with the single ladies being Christian, stay busy. Stay on your grind. If you have a business you want to start that business. And also another thing with me is working also on my other type of relationships, because one thing I was noticing is that I had to get the relationship straight with my friends, with my family, because we don't realize that we carry that into our romantic relationships. So you might not have a good relationship with your mother or your father. I would encourage, try to mend that relationship as best as you can, even with your friends. If you're having communication issues and you always fall out with people, you need to understand why and go to therapy and heal before you start entertaining something else. Before you start entertaining Rodney again, go get healed, sis. Go get some therapy.
That's good. And I like it that you're giving that advice, because at some point, again, do you want to be married, or do you want to get in a relationship?
Oh yeah. The husband is on the way.
Oh.
The husband is on the way.
Girl, you better get Tammy out. That's a Tammy moment. Give him praise.
My desire is to be married one day and have kids. And I believe God, he gonna do it. And I know sometimes people say, oh, like, at your age, and I'm still young. I just turned 35. So I'm still young, but I still believe that God has a man out there for me, and he will find me. And it won't be easy, but we're gonna make it work. Okay.
I believe that too. And see, you've cleared yourself of all those things.
Right.
So now that man is finding his way to you.
Right.
And I believe that, a lot of women, they want a husband, but they entertain the foolery.
Yes.
Do you date? Have you dated? Do you date now, or do you not date? Do you feel comfortable with dating?
She all up in my business.
Do you feel comfortable? As a Christian woman, do you feel comfortable with dating? Because some people like, I ain't doing it. Because they're not free.
Yeah, I would date, but now I know how to properly date. Because before, I would date and it wouldn't be the right way. And I had to put myself on the season. I said, I ain't going no dates, because I don't know how to do dates right. I don't know how to do dates right, because I be doing the most. But yeah, I do date. And I was going to say something else about the single thing. And here's another thing that had to help me, because I know my sister's married. my brother, well, he was, but at the time my brother was married, I kind of felt like I'm behind in life. And this is why I want to encourage the single women. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. Don't feel like if you're not married or if you don't have somebody that, you know, you're not living life, that your life is over. And don't feel like once you get married, then that's when you have achieved success. Because that would be my issue. I would feel like, oh, am I still alive? Oh, Angie done left. Angie, you still here, Angie?
I'm here. I just gave you the floor. I'm here. It's all you. I'm controlling the back screen. You're good. I'm still here. She gotta check your mic. Let me see comments. Y'all, it's storming where she is. Check your mic, Lisa. It's her mic. Can y'all hear her? She gotta check her mic. Guys, check your mic. See how the devil, he's stupid. We still live. We just can't hear you. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Again, y'all, it's storming where she is, so just give her a minute. Still can't hear you. No sound. And I didn't mute her on my end. Check the mute button on your screen. On your phone, maybe. If that don't work, Lisa, go out and come back in. I'll let you back in. Can you guys hear me okay? Check the mute on your phone. You can't hear me? The devil is... Yes. The devil is a liar. This word gonna get out tonight. All right, check your chat. Yes. Okay, there she is. And when she come back in, I'll let her in. Y'all, but isn't this good? Isn't this good, y'all? This is good. I hope that you guys are enjoying this tonight. Because this is good stuff. You know, I'm married and I've been married for 17 years. So my life is different. So just hearing, you know, the realness of someone, you know, that's a professional businesswoman doing her own thing, you know, not relying on a man to get her through other than God. This is what I love to do, y'all. Thank you. If you guys have any questions for Lisa or myself, you know, feel free to ask. And I really try not to be scripted. I have a few things that I like to ask, but I like for God to have his way. Uh-oh, she's back.
Y'all, the Lord is over here doing his work. The Lord doing his work over here.
He is, and the devil's stupid because guess what? We are motivating the multitudes because everybody has a story to tell and each one reaches one. And I love to talk. I love to hear stories. I love to hear other people's lives. And I told my husband, I said, Lisa is from Raleigh. She might be my cousin. He was like, you not related to everybody in Raleigh. Just let it go. Well, I don't know all of my mom family, because my mom's biological father is from North Carolina as well, but they're Sanders. Yeah, so we don't know that side at all.
Oh,
we just know the McNeil side. That's my grandmother.
Okay.
And my cousins live. I got Greens, the last name Greens, McNeils.
Mm-hmm. We might be related.
You never know. But yes, we was waiting right here. Yes, y'all was, honey. I'm telling y'all, I love the Smilez tribe. Y'all make my heart smile. You guys let me know that. Hey, Miss Newton's big family, big noise. Y'all, she got 8 kids. Yeah,
the Lord done did it for her.
She got 8 kids, and she just had the 8th one.
Congratulations.
Yes, I love her. She's awesome. So before we got cut out, we were reading the comments, and I was asking if anybody had any questions for you or me. We've been into this live. We're 51 minutes in. So
said, bless my womb. Amen. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did, honey. And she's good with them babies. And she has good kids too. I remember her daughters swear I was a celebrity because they only saw me on
YouTube.
Yes.
That is so cute.
So when they first saw me in person, she was just looking. And her son, they were starstruck. And her son was like, you're much taller than on TV. So yes.
I love kids.
Yes. Miss Newton, you have to watch the replay because, honey, this is good stuff. Yes, Janessa was starstruck, honey. But yes, if anybody have any questions for Lisa or myself, feel free to ask. Like I said, we're 52 minutes and we've almost spent our hour on here. And I'm excited. It's been good. I hope that Lisa, that your lives continue to be blessed. Plug yourself. Tell about your business and your store and your glow butter. Hey, go little Lisa. Lisa.
He's sliding through with the glow butter. Ain't gonna Lisa. Again, Lisa. The mom, she got to sing that for us.
You know how when black folk don't know the words, you be like, dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, little Lisa. Dun, dun, glow butters.
I used to be making up words. I used to be over there singing back in the day, singing all kinds of songs, just making up words. I'm like, that ain't the words. You don't care. You just be making it up.
And when you grow up, you be like, you sang the song wrong all your life till you got grown and actually listened to it. Right. Okay, Lisa Smilez is dropping links, y'all. Go check her stuff out. I'm telling you. Check her.
Yeah, so you can find me on, which I ain't really on Instagram like that, but if you just want to go look at some pictures and videos, because I got tons of content up there. You can find me on Instagram, Lisa Smilez, on Facebook, Stylez by Lisa Smilez. Stylez and Smilez has a Z at the end. Or you can just find me on YouTube, because this is the platform that I'm really consistent on every day, and I do my video drops. If you want to purchase some glow butter, Acacia just put the link in the description box if you like to book a hair appointment, a consultation. And then I'm gonna also start offering video consultations and video hair coaching. So go
Girl,
ahead to my website, www.stylesbylisasmiles.com.
dominate the field.
Yes.
Dominate it. Baby, dominate it. If you in it, get it.
Right. Right.
Like one lady told my sister she got in her daycare. And she was like, okay, you need to start writing children's book and start a children's clothing line. Like, just get all the way in. I mean, just get in there if you're going to be in there. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, big girl. See what I'm saying? See, it's just that quick.
I don't want to be a hindrance because I was about to do the dance. Hey, big girl. Hey, backing up. Hey, backing up.
Hey, look, at my 40th birthday party, I did not know how to do that dance.
Really?
So no, I did not. I did not. Girl, I practiced I practiced it. At my 40th birthday party, girl, I killed it on purpose. I just knew. I was like, I wrote the song and produced it. You hear me? I practiced it, really. And now I can barely do it. But when I turned 40, I'm like, I'm going to do this dance at my party because I had a big 40th birthday party. I mean, I had DJ. We did it all up. The Sanctified Saints didn't come, because I believe, you can do things in decency and order. And
right.
Jesus made all music. What David danced out of his clothes and Jesus turned water into wine. Okay.
Right.
Get your whole life together. If it's too much for you, then I understand. Don't do what don't work for you. But if it works for me, then that's all right. And even with that being said, I heard you talk about having an abortion before, or talking about things along the lines of that. How do you feel about the overturn of the Roe versus Wade?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. That thing, I didn't realize it was really bothering me, but it did bother me because it actually made me think about my situation and, what led me to that decision. And honestly, at the end of the day, I can't be the one to judge nobody about what they want to do with their body. Mm-hmm. At the time, I did what I felt was right in my spirit. Mm-hmm. And, I just really had to just pray and just ask God for forgiveness. And also at the same time, that's why on my channel, I want to encourage women to not even get to that point where they feel like they have to get one. Mm-hmm. So if we can get people out the bed and get people in healthy relationships, we won't have to lead down that road. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of on the fence because I also feel like everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. You don't know, what somebody been through or, and I can't put you in no heaven, no hell. Okay. Because if God did it for me, if he spared my life and he renewed me and come on, somebody.
Come on, sis.
And so I never want, anyone to feel shame because they have gotten abortion. That, God can forgive you and you can change your life around, and at the end of the day, I do feel like we all should have a choice. We all should have a choice because, every day we wake up, every day that God grants us to wake up, we have a choice to live for him or not. And at the end of the day, God's going to be the judge. So
at that's kind of the day. And that's how I feel about it too, being so I've never been pregnant, never conceived, never, none of that stuff. And to have experienced 3 different women and 3 different times in my life, and they know that I was a Christian, they know I was saved different times in their life, to feel comfortable enough to come to me and ask me what should they do. Wow. And first and foremost, y'all know I'm saved. Right. So y'all already know that I would say, not to do it because I'm a Christian.
Right.
But at the same time, I didn't pass judgment on none of them ladies. I listened to them. I hear what their heart was saying. I knew all of their situations, and all 3 of the ladies, they all got rid of the children, but that was best for them, and their life. And I was like, okay, God, only you can decide what's best for somebody's life, not the government. Right. So I did feel, some type of way a little bit about that because, you don't know, like you said, what somebody's going through. You
And
don't
then
know what their circumstances is.
And then honestly too, is like, I think so, that is a big issue, but in God's eyes, no sin is bigger than the other. So sometimes some people like to look at, oh, you gay, you going to hell, but you lying on your taxes.
Facts. Same.
You having premarital sex.
Facts.
So we can't over exaggerate. Oh, she got an abortion and it's wrong, but you're probably seeing every day. So at the end of the day, we cannot judge, because Lord is still working with me on some areas in my life.
Me too. I'm not there, honey.
And I have to ask God for forgiveness morning, noon, night. Lord, forgive me, because I was up there jiggling on my live stream last night. That's why I said I don't want to be a hindrance. I said, Lord, forgive me. You see what I'm saying? So
I do. It's a daily repentance is a lifestyle.
Yes.
One of my former pastors used to say, I didn't give my life to Christ so I could completely stop sinning. I just sin less. I sin less because I'm conscious now.
Yes.
I once was blind, but now I see. So I'm conscious now. And there are biblical sins. And then to me, there are sins that if you feel like it's wrong and you feel condemned, then do not do it.
Right.
But don't put your expectation on someone else.
Right.
If it's not a biblical sin.
Right.
But if you feel like it's a hindrance to you, then you need to stop it.
And something that I heard Tony Gaston say, is not until it knocks on your door. Because it's easy to say, oh, I would never do that. And I was the type of person, I wouldn't ever in a million years think this man would have such a control over my mind, even me being raised in church, that he would convince me, and me just having low self-esteem, not really speaking up for myself, to get this procedure done. And so I can't judge, because I know what predicament I was in. I knew right from wrong. But I still, with the circumstance I was in, and you know what? Now, all things work for the good. I praise God, because on my page, I got a story about him. He got locked up for messing with underage women.
Oh, wow.
So I said, Lord, even though I know but Lord, I thank you, because I would have had a child by somebody who's now registered as a sex offender. Now, come on,
Tammy. Get Tammy.
And I would have been connected for life. So, Father, I thank you for gracing me.
Yes. And see, people don't look at it that way. They don't look at it that way. People, they don't look at it that way. It's like, woe is me, and they let people take them down that lane. Nah, you stood up, you did what you need to do. It was best for you. And that's how I feel with any circumstance, with any situation. You do what's best for you, but you got to raise up and understand who you are.
Yes.
And take authority over your life, your mind, and your decisions, and don't let people push you in the corner. And when you do like Hezekiah did. You turn your face to that wall, baby. And you talk to God about the situation, because people don't have a heaven and hell to send us, but they swear up and down they do. Just like the whole thing with Cleflo Dollar. I'm about sick of them talking about Cleflo. I like Cleflo. And he rectified the situation. Some of y'all still doing stuff and ain't even apologize to God for it. At least he went before the public. He did what the Bible say.
Right.
Go before the people. Okay, I'm back.
She done got worked up.
I'm back.
Let the spirit move.
I'm back, sis. I'm back. But y'all, look, it has been an hour. It has been a great hour. Does anyone have any questions for Lisa Smilez? You guys, if you are not connected to her channel, please do so. In the description box below is all her information. In the description box in this live stream, all her links are there. Her channel links, her website for all her products are there. And support, y'all. Support. In my experience as a YouTuber, the biggest thing you can do for us is to share us out.
Yes.
Share us out on all social media platforms, because guess what? Each one reach one. You just never know how far. I thank God for social media because our reach has been extended because of
Yes.
YouTube. We can, like Lisa was saying on her channel the other night, we in other countries, baby, sitting right in
Yes.
our living room.
Yes.
We reaching the multitudes, right in our living rooms. And the Lord just dropped that in my spirit, motivating the multitudes, because I think about all the times in the Bible when Jesus fed the multitude, and the
Yes.
multitudes just followed him. It was
Yes.
always about multitude. And people say, well, don't get caught up in YouTube. Don't get caught up. Yes, each one reach one. But guess what? If one could put 1,000 to flight, Lisa Smilez, come on up in here with Tammy. Two could
Let the
put
Lord use
10,000
you.
to flight. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I want to reach. I want that 100K plaque,
Yeah.
because
Because
if the word of God can land on 100,000 people ears,
right.
Go ahead.
And Angie, it's like they say, "Oh, don't get so caught up on YouTube." But look at the people who living for the devil and how they
Caught
stuff
up.
go viral. Why shouldn't we thrive to reach 1 million? Why
Facts.
shouldn't we?
Why
Because the
shouldn't
devil
we?
gonna get his message out there, okay?
Oh,
And
he is.
it's
By
gonna
any
go
means
viral. So at the end of the day, don't get caught up. You don't know who you're gonna touch. You don't know who is crying right now.
Right.
Who is looking for an answer, and they might stumble upon your channel.
Come on here,
They
Lisa.
ain't never went to a church house because
Ain't
maybe
never.
people at the church judged them, but they click on your channel and they uplifted.
And I know for a fact that Angie and Life have reached lives, and God is in it, regardless of my struggles. I remember one time when I was doing a live stream and I was talking about how I don't know why I even went that way, but I was talking about how God healed me from sarcoidosis. And it was so God. We framed a coin, it's so God. Because I had a client call this week, and the whole time we were talking, she was hyped, she was excited. She kept saying, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. What was so crazy? Because when God begins to move and blow our mind, it seemed like it's crazy. And I said, you know what? We're going to stop saying it's so crazy. We're going to say it's so God. So it's so God, because he blows our mind. So we were like, man, it was so crazy because what had happened was right. And it was so crazy because this is what, no, it's so God. And me and this, and I don't know why I even went down that road that day. I don't even know what I was talking about, but the lady popped in my live stream and she was like, I'm sick and I went to the doctor and this disease is incurable XYZ. And I began to tell her, I said, look, if God can heal me, and I begin to tell my story of sarcoidosis, and tell me why she jumped up on the screen and said it is sarcoidosis. The same condition that they was telling her that God wouldn't, that was life threatening and that she wouldn't be cured from it. It's the same thing that God healed me from on a live stream, y'all. I didn't even know the lady from Adam. First time ever in my live stream. Keep up the good work, Lisa. You tell your story. You tell. And guess what? She got my phone number. Me and her talk. Every time she went to the doctor and her something improved, she would text me and say, they took me off this medicine. I walked up the steps the day. Come on, honey. Angie in Real Life Empowerment TV. Look, each one reach one.
Come on, Angie.
Do you hear me?
Keep on
doing what you're doing. Keep doing her. Keep doing your story times. Keep telling your stories, because it is helping. It is helping, and I always say, if there's something that Lisa said or anyone that have said to encourage you, send them an email and say, hey, what you said really encouraged me. Why? Because that helps us as a content creator and as a believer. When we hear you guys say, oh, I watched you and this happened, and pray for my son, and then this happened. Like that night you guys were on a live stream and I caught the end of it, but the Lord turned some things around real quick for somebody and y'all live stream that night when y'all was praying or something. praying for somebody, a prayer line, and God just turned that thing around real quick in a matter of y'all praying. We need to know if Lisa Smilez is doing that for you guys. We need to know if debt demolisher, if the Lord opened the door for you to clear, baby, tell it and share it, y'all. Yes. Tell it, because we need to know. In our closing, one more time, any more questions for Lisa or myself? Guys, lifers, world changers, y'all get connected with everybody on here. If you do not know one another, please go subscribe. Do it the right way. Just don't go and subscribe. Go look at a video, leave a comment pertaining to that video.
Right. Tell them, Angie.
Thumbs it up. Okay? Because YouTube purges. They purge. They will take subscribers from you. So do it the right way. If you can find a short video, right, just go on there, leave a genuine comment, and then thumbs it up and share it out. And that's how we do. That's how we can do. We are building a community, a network. Each one reach one. We cannot be on everybody's live stream every time they go live. We can't watch a video every time it drops, but one every now and then. Even if you just pop on, you guys, Lisa is working on watch hours. So my recommendation is, Lisa, if you have playlists, anybody on here, grab her playlist.
Oh yeah, I got playlists. Yeah.
Grab a playlist and run it. When I say run it, I mean you can sit and look at it if you want to. If not, put it on when you go to bed at night and let it go. Okay? It works.
Put it on when you're working, because some of y'all don't be working.
Facts. Put it on when you're cleaning, because it works. A lot of times I let Lisa, I'm in the bed when I'm listening to her. I let her go. Because if I, you know what I'm saying, I just let it go. And I know you guys are working on watch hours. And even after you get monetized, you still got to maintain the watch hours.
Yeah.
You still got to maintain the watch hours. So that's how we can support y'all. We may not always can buy a glow butter, but share her out. You can't buy something for your hair, but guess what? This is a small business for her in addition to what she's already doing. So, get on her playlist. You can only run them once. So when you look at her playlist and all of it's red on your end, do not rerun it again.
Oh, really? Why not? Because I've been doing that with people.
It won't count.
Oh.
Wait for a little while and then run it again.
Does it count if I play my own videos?
It does.
Say less.
And what I have done is I have logged on multiple devices. I have logged on my husband. I have called my sister. Look, put me on tonight. Ariana, you log on your email and run me. Okay?
Right.
I got some tips for you. You can get them hours. Get them hours. You can run. I had laptops running. My husband's tablet. So yes.
Look at Tracy Ann. Tracy Ann had to get her comment. Tracy Ann be working, y'all.
Lisa, if you keep on playing on who ain't working, you're about to lose some dates. Why does that work? It's not. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. It's been a wonderful night. Yes. Lisa, do you have some closing remarks for the people?
Yeah, Angie, I want to thank you for bringing me onto your channel. I'm just so honored to be here. And I'm happy I found your channel. I don't know how I found your channel.
That demolisher.
No, I feel like it popped up on my news feed. And
I came to you. I came to you because she said your name. So I said, let me go see, because she's talking about she be laughing all the time. I love me a good laugh, honey. So I said, let me go over here. And then when I seen you did hair, I'm like, oh, crud. Yeah, she got me. I love hair.
You know what? Maybe the demolisher had shared one of your videos, and I probably seen it on my feed.
Mm-hmm.
But I truly do appreciate you. And I just want to encourage you, my sister, keep on going. Keep on doing the Lord's work and empowering the people, empowering the multitude. Yes. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well, honey. I'm telling you, that demolishing you. I'm like, look, I told my sister, girl, because I met some people on here and we started a whole nother channel called the Divine Connectors. We started an actual talk show.
Ooh.
And we still connected with, we don't do too much with it because we're just, our lives has taken different paths, really. So we really don't deal with it too much now. But I told her, I said, look, the debt demolisher and Lisa Smilez, I said, them girls is hungry. Like I said, they got that thrive and the passion that we used to have when we first started in these streets. I said, them girls is motivating me, and you guys have really motivated me to get more active, with my channel. And if you don't attend to your channel, it won't grow. It won't grow. And I've done different things, but just since I've met you guys, well, Debt Demolisher, we've been connected probably 2 years, maybe 3 years, but nobody knows the story, so we'll share it. Next
I can't
week.
wait for that next week.
So speaking of next week, same time, same place, we will have the Debt Demolisher. We'll get to hear her story, where she's from, where she's been, how we met, all kind of things, because it's so crazy. I'm telling you, it's just so crazy how I met her. It really is. So I'm really excited to hear more about what she has to offer. Q, Scott, Tracy, and Coach, all of the Lisa Smilez tribe. Y'all jokers showed up and showed out tonight.
They
y'all
did.
supported her. Y'all supported y'all hair evangelists.
We having an after show after this, you know what I'm saying?
And I'll be right over there. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm at Lisa. You go ahead and get your live started. I'm gonna close out over here, and I'll be over there as soon as I close out here. We love you guys, and if y'all need prayer, email Angie in Real Life. Welcome to Angie in Real Life Empowerment TV. Cash App, Live Baby Live, memberships, and prayer. If you need prayer, Angie in Real Life at gmail.com. You see that prayer request, email. We pray for folk, and God moves. Pray, and y'all do the same. We love you guys. Don't forget that what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. One plant, one water, but it's the Almighty God that gives the increase. It is in Him that we live, we move, and have our being, and we can do no thing without Him. So y'all know what to do. In the meantime, between time, live, baby, live. See you guys. Have a great night. Head on over to Lisa so we can do the after party. It's gonna be amazing, y'all. See y'all later.
Bye.